You're watching Strategic Enrollment Management Planning, learning from the experts.
My name is Jason Pelosi. I am the director of an academic advisement unit within the CUNY system currently. My background is predominantly in academic advisement, but I've worked in both public and private, and both through student affairs and an academic affairs portal when it comes to doing this. I've been working in the field for probably roughly 20 years now. So I have a pretty significant depth of experience in this.
So my name is Raymond Perez. I have the privilege of working at Hostos Community College, where I oversee disability services, also known as the Accessibility Resource Center, and I also oversee the college's testing center. I've worked at CUNY for 16 years, beginning my career at Brooklyn College, getting to hang out a little bit of time at Baruch College, and now in my current home at Hostos Community College. No matter what you do, you have to align your strategic plan, your initiative with the college's mission. It's the only way to be able to get buy-in, and that we're all working towards that goal, and it's to be able to not only recruit, retain, but make sure that our students are going to graduate and transition to successful employment. You need to know your audience. Who's your market? Who are you recruiting for or to? How do you bring them? And understanding that your campaign will change based on that audience. Who are the key stakeholders on your campus, in your community, at the university, at the state, in this nation that will help you market your college, bring in students, but not any student. Students who want to be at the college.
When it comes to a strategic enrollment management plan, I think that a strong emphasis really needs to be placed on student retention, especially in relation to success.
Putting a meaningful plan in place, working in collaboration and partnership with a college community, admissions, our senior leadership, our advisement units, but most of all, working with our students, making sure that as we recruit and make sure that we keep students retained, that we're working in partnership.
You need to pull from all over campus. All offices should be involved in the retention effort. All support areas should be helping with assistance with enrollment. All offices should be helping with addressing the student's needs to be able to be retained, from removing enrollment barriers to providing what the student needs to be sustained financially, emotionally, academically, term over term, to keep that momentum.
Being an agent of change. Not only are you bringing students to this college, but you're supporting them through their academic journey. That means that we can try to take on 7,000 students at once, or we make an impact one student at a time.
That work needs to be strongly entrenched in academic affairs as much as it does in student affairs. It will only be successful if both areas are working in tandem. There's no way that an onboarding or admissions funnel can supplement for a poor retention strategy. Most campuses, you are retaining term over term somewhere around, hopefully, 70-75% of your student body. That way, you're only having to push through your admission funnel 20 to 25% of your student body term over term. So that lift of 75% of your student body is a big lift for retention, and it's an essential lift. Without it, every percentage you go down has to be replaced through the admission funnel. And also come together around the basic understanding of enrollment support. How do you get a student to be able to enroll in that class? Advisement needs to be able to tell them what to take. when to take it, how to take it, why to take it. But anybody on campus can help a student enroll for the class that they need to enroll.
I think it is extremely important to be able to look at the data. And when we look at strategic enrollment and planning, making data-driven decisions, but we can't lose the narrative. We can't lose the story. Students want to hear, they want to know. And outside of numbers, that is told in our history, in our narrative, in our story. That's what has passed down from generation to generation. Before there were numbers and data and statistics, there was the story. That's how we taught each other. That's what education was.